Yes. How's it going?
All right, I'm here. What's
Oh,
happening?
what's going on? What you been up to?
Just finished tennis.
Okay.
Mm.
So, so what are you saying about this weekend's fights then?
Well, I think Ebony Bridges, I don't know, maybe she's talked me into a believer. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
So
not
what?
sure.
So you've got to, so you've she seems to have convinced you that she's gonna win tomorrow night.
Well, I, s- I can't see her winning by points. They ain't going to give it to her on points. So we'll have to go with the fight favorite, which
Mm.
is Shannon Courtenay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that Ebony Bridges, she sure knows how to hype up a fight, doesn't she? She
Oh
can
yeah,
talk.
great self
And,
promotion. You got to give her that at least.
the weigh-in was something to behold. I mean, Ebony Bridges came on first, she done her thing, and then Shannon Courtenay came on. It was like, okay.
Oh man.
uh,
Yeah.
yes.
So,
But
so go on.
the fight I'm looking forward to is, I'm not sure when it is. It's when I think, what's his name? Chisora is headlining with Parker.
Oh yes,
That's a,
that's the first.
that's a good bill.
Yep. Shout out to Sonny Edwards in the house. He's fighting soon for a world title in this month, actually.
Yes, we're all behind you.
Yep, we're all behind you here at Fight Fan TV and go and do the business. So, and
Mm.
I see he's had some little madness. I think he's trolling something on his Twitter. He's saying his brother blocked him or something, but I don't know how true that is. He's probably just having a little mess around. But
Yes.
that made the Trezor Parker's and made it first. How do you see that one going?
Uh, it's a 50-50, really. I think Chisora is coming to the end of his career now. Had a lot of hard fights. I would say Parker is the fresher of the two. But apparently they've both changed trainers, haven't they? So Chisora's going with can't remember his name.
Buddy
American,
McGregor.
that's right. And Parker's moved over to someone else as well.
Yeah, Andy Lee, the former middleweight
Yes.
champion. Yeah,
So I'm slightly leaning towards Parker,
yeah,
slightly because he's the fresher of the two.
yeah. I understand that.
Yeah.
That
So,
makes sense.
and then we've got your cousin on there as well on that bill.
Yes, we have indeed.
I think the whole of England is rooting for him, man.
Yeah, they gotta be. They have to be.
It's nice fella.
Yeah.
I've met him a couple of times. Very pleasant young man.
Okay, that's good. So do you train anywhere or do you just go? Are you a fan of the shows? Did you?
Yeah, I'm just a fan of his shows. I met him at his last fight at York Hall. That was in December, not last. Was it December last year? He fought at York Hall.
No, it would have been 2019 because December last year he fought Shakan Pitters behind, with the no crowd in
Yeah.
Birmingham.
Well, that's where I met him for the second time. Was at the York Hall 2019 December.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
because boxing got locked down in 2020. So yeah, you went.
yes. Hopefully, hopefully he can run rings around this guy. He hasn't looked that good in his previous two fights, Rival.
Mm,
So fingers crossed.
yep, absolutely. And I see Craig doing the business.
Mm.
So make sure you look out for that one, guys, on May the 1st. Yes, Mr. Physio. You know where it is. Team Spider all the way. So yeah, um, let me get a couple of other people on. But thanks for talking to and
Bless.
Peace, man. Let's see what Sedge saying. I think you got to click the X button. I don't know how. Hold on.
You want to get? Let's see. How does this work?
Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, who else wants to come on and chop it up, talk about their predictions and stuff like that? Let's see, all of your cuz. So yeah, yes, come on, yes, Sir Paid, aka Simon Everett. Big ups at Atavistic Throwback and the new, you know where it is. Shout out to Atavistic Throwback. Actually, let's bring on the physio. Yeah, so who wants to come on the live and chop it up? Let's get some guessing. Where's Saj? Are you there, Saj? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Unable to join. What's happened to him? Mm-hmm. 1 second. Send a request in, Saj. I think something's gone funny on my side. Come in and come out if you have to. Yes, Otepola Associates, how's it going? Talking about this weekend's boxing. Which fights are you looking forward to this weekend? We have 3 cards on this weekend. We've got Matchroom, headlined by Conor, Benn, and Samuel Vargas. We've got PBC Premier Boxing Champions, headlined by Jaron, Ennis versus Sergei Lipinets. And we also got Top Rank Boxing from Bob Arum, headlined by Joe Smith Jr. and Maxim Vlasov. It's not letting me for some reason. Yeah, come out and come back in, Saj. See if that helps. Shout out to everyone in the room. If you're not, if it's your first time on the page, make sure you follow Fight Fan TV Live. If you want to chop it up, just send the request in or send some questions in. If you're a bit camera shy, send questions in. Just click the question mark logo down there, and then you get to type in a question, and then it will come up, and I'll answer it. So any questions you got, guys? A class 777, A class 777. Shout out, liking the lion. There we go.
Yo,
Yo, how's it going?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
What's
What
up?
you down on a run?
Nah, man. I just I came from just that training and that, that usually in the park and that. So yeah, just got
Oh,
dark, so I came back. I'm making myself food now. So I'm in the kitchen.
okay,
But
okay.
but yeah. What's up? What are we talking about?
Yeah, so what are you saying about this weekend's fights and stuff?
I'm looking forward to it, man. There's a couple shows. I'm looking forward to Joe Smith Jr. and Jaron Ennis. Them 2 fights are the ones I'm focusing on. But yeah, it's good.
Hmm.
Obviously, the UK shows it's not the best of shows this weekend, but I'm looking forward to the Conor Benn fight. So I just want to see what he's like against a guy like Sammy Vargas. How he's going to deal with him. I think he'll stop him.
Okay. So, Mr. Physio, what are you saying about this weekend shows?
What's going on, bro? How are you, man? You alright?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. How's it been going?
Busy, keeping busy. You know how it is.
Yeah, for those who don't know, this is Craig Richards' physio. He deals with all the physio side of his stuff, so he's part of Team Richards, Team Spider. So how's the training camp been going so far?
Couldn't be any better, man. Just ticking the boxes, getting everything done. Craig's looking in great shape. He's ready. You know how he is. Calm, collected, ready to shock the world.
Yeah, yeah. So as for those who might not be familiar, Craig Richards is fighting Dimitri Bivol for the WBA light heavyweight title on Sky Sports box office on the undercard of Derek Chisora versus Joseph Parker. Craig Richards is support Matchroom Boxing on the 1st of May. So make sure you buy the pay-per-view. Do not stream it. Buy the pay-per-view. So, yeah,
imagine if there were fans allowed at this show.
I know, and it's mad because it's the last two fights. So he's gonna pick up 2 belts, and there's no one there. Like the crowd ain't there to see him grab the British and then grab the world title. It's like, ugh.
Maybe that's a better thing for Craig Richards because he performed well in his last fight.
Yeah, yeah, but and guess what? It will go down in history as a man who picked up both the British and the world title behind closed doors. I think he'll be the first one to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And probably the only one by the time we come out of lockdown. So it will be a monumental moment.
Like, he's not gonna have a better run of momentum now because he's coming off a career best win in Shakan, destroyed it really, and now he's gonna fight for the world title. Bivol's been out for 2 years, so this is the best chance. You know what I mean? Bivol's out, and Craig Richards on a good form run, so it favours him.
Yeah, and
every time he's a better opponent's put in front of him, he steps up. So it's levels, and he'll step up another level. Simple as that.
yeah. Also, a fun fact for you guys to know: Dimitri Bivol fought Jake Paul in the amateurs and went the full distance with him. Whilst, as we know, Craig took him out in 3 rounds and dropped him in every round. Something that Bivol was not able to do to Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And people say that, he's gonna the power. Like Bivol's not known for his one punch. He hasn't really stopped anyone in his last 4 fights. He's been going to the distance, you know.
Been about 4 or 5 years since he's actually knocked someone out, and that was in the 12th round. It was a 12th round stoppage of Sullivan Barrera, and that was about 4 or 5 years ago. And that was exhaustion, as we saw. It was in the 12th. It was in the round, so that's not even a knockout. The last real knockout you're looking at about 5 years ago. So in 2 years out, Craig's on form. And
also, let's get right. His last fight, I thought he fought Leonard Castillo, all right? Someone like that.
Yeah, that guy with the ponytail, yeah.
Would that guy be Richards? No. Exactly. No. So when people saying, this is why is Richards getting this chance or this big opportunity? It's because he's British and they receive, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's not favoritism. Like some guys, they figure, he deserves it, but some guys, you know what I mean? So
time is everything, right?
Exactly.
Time is everything.
Yeah, time is everything. And the thing is, people are complaining about Craig getting his world title shot, but they're saying, how can you jump from British to world title? But didn't Callum Johnson just went to British versus Frank Buglioni after having 2 years out? Then Frank Buglioni then went straight into Baterviev, who's I'd say is even more of a killer, and he got taken out. Anthony Yard, but he didn't win. He didn't win the English. He didn't win the British. He didn't win. I think his best belt was the Southern area.
Yeah.
World title shot against Kovalev. No one was really moaning about that. Chris Eubanks Senior, he didn't win a British title before he fought Nigel Benn. There's a list goes on.
And Craig's cleaned up at the domestic level anyway, so it's time to step up. And
he's been through all the guys who all the guys you would have gone through on the fringe world level, Craig's been through the British scene, which no one else has done. So people need to understand he's paid his dues. He's done his full apprenticeship. He has a great amateur background. He's been in with the Commonwealth gold medalist. He's been in with Boatsi in the ABAs. So he has huge pedigree. This is what people also need to realise. Craig isn't just a guy who's just some inexperienced guy who just had a couple of white collar or unlicensed couple of amateur bouts. Craig's been around for a hot minute now.
Seasoned. He's ready. What are you saying about this weekend?
This weekend, well, which card?
Benn Vargas.
Benn Vargas. I've got Benn stopping Vargas between 6 and 9. I think Vargas has seen better days. Yes, it was a good performance he put against Khan, but that was many years ago, and he was still getting dropped on the floor by Khan. Benn's more explosive, more younger, more hungry now. I saw Vargas get taken out by Virgil Ortiz not too long ago. He lost to Luis Collazo, who's quite ancient. So I just don't see Vargas being able to keep up with the young, high intensity of Benn this weekend.
And Benn showed a lot of improvements in the last Formella fight. That jab has improved big time. So Benn's another one. The better opponent he faces, he'll step up.
Yeah, exactly. He's been guided the right way. Like his last 2 fights, he's just slowly stepping up. So yeah,
it's good.
H Money Boxing says, you was Terence Crawford is the best. Okay, Terence Crawford fan hash Crawford. Okay, he's spamming. Sir Paid Spider answered the late call versus Buglioni that he didn't need to answer.
5 days, yeah. Putting
himself on the line like that on its own deserves a high reward chance. Plus, as you lot say, domestically he's done. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
6 to 9. Okay, you agree. So what are you saying, Hassim? What's your prediction for Benn Vargas?
9th round or 7 to 9 or points. I don't see him. If he goes to the 10th, I think Vargas will stay out. He's a pro. He knows how to do rounds. So, but it's how Conor Benn goes around this fight. I believe Benn will win this fight regardless of how it goes. But it's about how he performs because Vargas is a measuring stick to guys he's fought in the past. So and he fought Ortiz. So if this guy takes out, don't get me wrong, it's not he took this guy out before Virgil, like blah blah blah. That's not the situation. But if he looks impressive and he takes him out early, then people can say it's not like from his last fight, Formella or whatever. They'll give him a bit of credit. You actually earn credit for this fight.
And Mr. Fizzy, what's your prediction on Benn Vargas?
I think Benn wins it points.
Okay.
I think he wins it on points. Vargas is tough. Vargas is a tough guy.
Yeah, quite a few people said that. Okay, I've got a question from Atavistic Throwback. I don't know if you guys can see it. How is Craig currently preparing for this fight? Well, he's preparing in the Matchroom gym in Essex. He's doing his training. He's got his correct sparring partners to implement and emulate Bivol style, plus a few speedy guys, a few heavier guys, just preparing for all different looks, because Bivol, he's got fast feet, fast hands. He's got that he's got that advanced amateur boxing style. Yeah. Very amateurish with the style, but it's a high level version of it. So yeah, he's preparing fine, doing his runs, making sure that he's fully prepared. Mr. Physio Croydon will be able to tell you a bit. He said earlier that the preparation's been going great.
Eat, sleep, train, repeat. He's so focused. Everything's going well. No excuses. We know Spider. And
at Vistic Throwback also, if you follow Craig Spider Richards' Instagram page, you'll get some insight into how his preparation and his training regime. So he's always putting it on the story. Tony Sims also, if you follow him, he It shows a lot of the exclusive runs and training drills, so you can get an insight into that as well through that. And just keep tuned. I'm sure they'll be putting some specials on Sky Sports soon, showing behind the scenes of all the fighters that will be on the May 1st card.
So it's shaping up to be a big card as well, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. What's his name? I think who's on it? Oh, Hatton Campbell's on it. He's back on.
Katie Taylor.
Yeah, Katie Taylor, Chris Eubank Jr.
That'll be a good fight. Eubank Jr., Marcus Morrison.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. No.
I see Chris for a while. I see Chris blasting him out, to be fair.
Let's see.
Might be on the card as well, I've heard.
Who's that?
Johnny Fisher.
Oh, yeah.
The Romford Bull. Yeah. I think he's going to be on it as well. And I'm sure they'll add a few other additions in the coming weeks. They've probably made them, but they haven't announced them yet.
Yeah, they always do that like three weeks to go or two. Like,
yeah.
And it looks like it's a short notice, but it's actually not. It's just that they just wrote it down. Like, they know what they're doing. They want to excite the crowd, like, to sell it. If they put it up, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
You can't put it all up at once, like 2 months out. Everyone forgets. So you want to drum it up again. It's all marketing. Everyone knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So what you guys think about the weigh-in today between Ebanie Bridges and Shannon Courtenay?
I saw it coming. I saw that coming. Yeah.
It's selling the fight, isn't it?
Yeah. So do you feel that Ebanie may have got into Shannon Courtenay's head, because last time out we saw Shannon Courtenay in what Ebanie Bridges described as a dad's boxers, whereas now this time Shannon come out in a more sexy Frenchy underwear, looking more feminine, where she was complaining about, just keep it strictly boxing, but she's sort of bit and gone for the more sexier look today.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think she's doing, because Ebanie's style is she wants her to be aggressive and not try box.
Yeah.
So she can get into her head, and that can cause. And sometimes I've seen her fight Shannon Courtenay. She gets a bit erratic and she likes to throw a lot of shots. So if that favors Ebanie Bridges, then it could be. But we'll see on the night, because like, their team probably talked to her overnight, telling her, listen, you got to stay focused, forget, reminding her of what she has to do to win the fight. But yeah, man. But that's the best chance. And if Ebanie Bridges wins, then, she's just...
See it becoming a bit of a brawl early on.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah, I think Shannon needs to be careful not to walk onto one like she did against Rachel Ball.
She got too comfortable.
Yeah, because she let the emotions at the event get to her. So if she does that against Ebanie, because Ebanie has 2 knockouts in 5 wins, unbeaten. Yeah. So I don't know how well she can punch, but if she can hit a bit, then you don't really want to be running into one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think.
So are you guys staying up to watch the American cards of Jaron Ennis versus Lipinets and Joe Smith Jr. versus Maxim Vlasov this weekend?
100%. I'm a boxing fan, so I always want to stay up and watch. It's more exciting watching a fight live than watching it the next day when you know the result. You know what I mean? So
it's a lot of spoilers.
A lot of spoilers, and you can't really find something without. You know what I mean? So yeah, 100%. I'm looking forward to Ennis. I think he will do a good job on Lipinets. Yeah.
So Mr. Physio. What's your name? Sorry.
Chicks.
Yeah. So what is it how many fighters have you got currently under your rosters, your clients, and what is it you provide? So other fighters who may be watching this live can see. And
so in a nutshell, at the moment I'm working with John Harden Jr., obviously Craig Richards, and Chris Congo.
Yep.
Obviously Chris just had his fight out in Gibraltar.
Yeah.
Really tight loss that, but he'll come again. In terms of physio for the fighters, it's all about maintenance and recovery work, making sure they have a good routine pre-fight, pre-spar, firing up the right muscles, trying to avoid any recurrent injuries, keeping them just in check, making sure they're feeling good all the way through camp, whether it's a 4-week camp, whether it's a 12-week camp, just keeping them going, making sure they can work at their best.
Yeah.
Is it usually how many days a week do they usually do the?
Come to see you.
1 or 2 times a week normally.
Yeah.
Trying towards the end of camp, trying to push it up to twice a week normally. All depends, you know. Are we dealing with injuries? Are we not? You know, it all depends.
But how long have you been in this industry, and how did you get started? What made you?
So I've been a physio for 11 years now.
Yeah.
11 years now, yeah. So we've got a clinic here in Croydon. We work with everyone from your everyday Joe to sports athletes, and that clinic's been going for 7 years now. So yeah, we're seasoned in the game. We're just trying to better ourselves every day, you know.
Yeah, that's great.
So we've got some good kit. We've got some good kit at the clinic. We've got an anti-gravity treadmill. We do cryotherapy, loads of different things. So it's just to provide the best equipment, the best facilities for anyone that comes through our door.
Yeah, excellent. That's what I like to hear. So, guys, I will let you guys go. We'll try.
Cool.
Am I there?